last time we made it to the Bai Manor. And, before we go in, there was one other thing that we forgot last time. Sorry, one sec. We're gonna go back to Shu Sanctum because there was an enemy at the very top that we died to and then just never bothered to fight again. I don't know if it's important that we fight them, but they're in an old boss chamber. Woo. Okay, well, I guess they were. My HDMI cable is doing the thing where my monitor is cutting out. So that's always fun. Yeah, no, I honestly think that I need to replace my HDMI cables. What? I just picked up something and then it was just like, all right, let's keep going. What was it? Swift corruption increases your weapon's corruption buildup. Okay, well, if I ever get a weapon with corruption buildup, then actually, do I have like a? Flame, strength, agility, magic, feathering, temper. Ooh, continuity. Stimulate your meridians to increase the duration of tempering. Let's see. I have... Okay, flame does flame. Agility control. To slightly increase it. Let's increase our duration instead. Magic control? There's no point. Let's replace that one with yeah. Anyway. Dimension. Okay. So paper full. No, my monitor. At least it's not affecting the recording. But I cannot have HDMI signal just cutting out to my monitor. That's just not acceptable. A paper pinwheel. I've had these HDMI cables for a couple of years now, and I can see exposed wiring in them. So, a paper pinwheel folded by Bayou on her birthday. I shall craft one to bestow upon her. Okay. So Bayou is the sister. Oh my gosh. My heart. What the heck? Yeah, super peaceful place, you know. All of a sudden, some steamed bunny buns on a swing. Recently disturbed, a faint aura of chisel still clings to the area. Oh. Demon Bane Strike. Another offensive spell that I probably will not ever use. Conjure forth a spear to stab upward and cause feathering damage. A reworked Zhenwu Temple spell that enables even the weakest of men to exert great force. A Taoist once visited the Bai Mansion to perform a ritual. He taught the owner a spell to use if things ever went awry. Though less adaptable than the original, its strength lies in its immense power. To perform a Taoist visited Bai Mansion to perform a ritual. You say? Examine the marks here. Oh. Is this a rematch? Do we finally get the rematch? Oh. That was the opening line for the very first boss fight that we only got to do the one time until I did it twice more trying to fix audio issues that are still plaguing me. Broken belled pinwheel. A broken belled pinwheel riddled with mottled writing. Zune is scrawled across the pinwheel in crooked letters. The bell's inscription is mostly faded, with only the name U still legible. Zune, is that on my names list? I haven't kept the best track of names, even though I tried to early on especially, but... Zune. I don't recognize that name. Oh wait, I have 43k, and I should... Okay, so I can upgrade these without using any levels, so I might as well. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but they look kind of cool. So if I were to use something else, it would probably be that.
Brother.
Brother?
Brother.
The treasures of Zhenwu Temple are mine, yet my wife lost To the throes of childbirth, our son resurrected as a monster, and my beloved daughters disappeared without a trace. I have failed my ancestors. I vow to eradicate this abomination and offer my life as penance. The name of Bai shall endure untarnished. No, that's not what I was... Imperial Guard token. A token of a member of the Imperial Guards by Tingzhou can be presented to a distinguished character as a token of loyalty. Somebody... By. Distinguished character as a token of loyalty. There's only a handful of distinguished characters. The madam is gone. Loyalty? Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. An ivory belt token engraved with a name and title. While it symbolizes status, it also serves as a conduit for power. Bai Tingzhou sought only to serve his nation, yet he was manipulated by those in power, leaving him consumed by obsession. Okay. is unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I thought that that particular monster was like our sister, but in retrospect, brother makes more sense based off of the dialogue. What am I even doing? Valuables. Okay, first off, research journal scrap 2. Hand over to He Yaozai to aid him in his search for more clues. These incomplete experimental notes were written many years ago, but seem to have been supplemented by many different writers. Simply relying on red mercury is not enough to bring the deceased back to life. One writer once ventured into a dangerous place and stole a curious object, but the resurrected one still turned into a monster. In the end, relying solely on that object proves futile. Ivory seal. Hand over to Tao Ching to gain access to new products. This ivory seal embodies the aspirations of being an official. A ceremonial object Bai Kru's father prepared for her before her birth. Much like this object, most of his careful preparations were for naught in the end. Maybe we should talk to What's-Her-Face, who was like, hey, are you going to succeed your father? Because that is the aspirations of being an official. It's ceremonial though, so I don't know if it has any like actual power. What am I even doing? Leap backward and unleash a pillar of water to strike enemies. Being hit while leaping backward triggers alacrity. There's a boy whom the Bai family had high hopes for, but before reaching adulthood, he fell under the sway of a strange power and committed an unforgivable crime, an act that, for him, was mere amusement. Oh. So then he died, and the father tried to bring him back anyway? But he turned into a monster. So, a monstrous reincarnation of a boy who was a monster, basically. I wonder what kind of unforgivable crime he did. Don't think we have any more of these, do we? Yeah, no. So it looks like we just have... Okay, so we have 2 more mana potency. No, we have 3 more mana potency. And 2 more mana capacity. Sorry, that is my phone. Okay, so in Annalum we have Tao Ching. In Reverend Temple, I think we can talk to a couple people there again. Let's first go to Annalum to get some history. Some lore. There you are.
What treasures do you have for me today? This ivory seal is exquisite. You know, there's a tradition in Worship's Rise. When a child is born, the parents commission a token to ward off evil and misfortune. I remember this one. It was made by Governor General Bai for his son. They say the child was born frail. Poor Governor Bai sought every cure under the sun, to no avail. Later, I heard from the old Taoist that the child passed away. This ivory seal became a symbol of misfortune. Oh, but I don't mind, especially when there's profit to be made.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna give our family that item away. Yeah. Okay, fun times, fun times. Callan Pendant increases your weapon's feathering damage at the cost of reducing its physical damage. Okay. Yeah, limited quantity. If it's a limited quantity item like this and we've already got it, then maybe it shouldn't show up on the list. In fact, maybe if we have the item, it shouldn't show up. Because, yeah, you know, we could still buy more of these if we really wanted. For some reason. Okay, anyway. Okay, that's Wuchang. What am I doing? I'm going to the Reverend Temple. That's what I'm doing.
It's you, Bai Ting Zhao. Your father, the true dragon, is about to be reborn. Will you rise and take your...
Oh. Okay, 1 second.
It's you. Word of your deeds at Snowfall Palace and Zhenwu Temple has reached my ears.
I thought maybe the seal would be what...
Bai Ting Zhao, the former Governor General, he was your father, wasn't he? Your father once suppressed a rebellion for the Emperor and accomplished much in his time. The true dragon is about to be reborn. Will you rise and take your father's mantle and serve the great Ming dynasty? Excellent. When this is all over, the Bai family's name will shine once again. The world should have united under the great Ming, when all the puzzles have fallen into place, and the true dragon is reborn. You, I, and all who still breathe, we shall all bear witness. The Taoist has made preparations. Head to the burning cave, see how things are coming along. If anything's amiss, report back at once. The Taoist has made preparation.
Huh. Okay. So, the Taoist is on the side of the Ming generally, who... Okay, yeah, so when we fought Honglan, who is a Ming general, and she realized that we were related to Bai, she spared us because he accomplished much for the Ming. And now, basically, we have sworn our loyalty to the Ming. And the Ming soldiers that we've come across have not attacked us. The only enemy I can think of that did, that was not feathered, was one of those guys with the double shields. But but he was a rebel unit, not a Ming unit. So the rebels are still attacking me. But anyway, the point is, yeah, we seem to have more or less allied with the Ming at this point. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So the Taoist is on the side of the Ming, but I think that Heyaozai is maybe on the side of the rebels, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where I'm getting that impression. I could be totally wrong. But the thing is that he's been in this same building. No, he can't be. Okay, no. He can't be because he's been working with the Taoist, so he must also be on the Ming side.
This is strange.
So then why is he...
Oh, were merely a folk legend. Why would they suddenly appear now? Could they have been resurrected by some power, too?
Dude, I have thing though. Hand over to Yao Zai to aid him in the search for more clues.
This is strange.
Okay. Maybe I was supposed to do that. Anyway, I don't know why he would be working with the Taoist and be seemingly on the side of the Ming if, while at the same time also saying beware of the Taoist. I'm a little lost on that point.